Welcome to the Dyno for a change. So today I've finally got the bike leak free, so I'm going to be testing some reeds. I've got this later KX80 reed and I've got the earlier one already in. So that's what I'm going to be testing today, and a couple of different carbs to see if it did actually make any difference or not. I'm not holding my breath though. Oh, Dave, you absolute fucking nipple. To be sure, I've put the DTI in and I've marked up 30 degrees before top dead centre. So I'm going to run timing light on this now, just to verify the ignition timing, because for some reason I think it's moved again. Okay, on the track pump, I don't know where you can see, it's 30 psi. However, I have always used this before, but today I checked with my new gauge because the old one was broke. If you can see, 39 psi. This tyre had 30 psi in when I was doing it, actually it was 28.5. I've now inflated it up to 39. Done a couple of runs and I'm back up to where I was before, so no more power from the reeds. However, this is giving me consistent runs, so this is good. I don't think the reed was the restriction, I think it's the inlet, and that's the next thing I'm going to look at. So I've fit the reeds and I haven't hampered the power at all, so positive result for me. And a lesson learned is always use a tyre pressure gauge. Be good for when I'm trying to get 100 miles an hour and all. Pump up the tyres. So really for me the beauty of this intake is I've took off the stub that connected the bigger carbs, and now I can fit the Dellorto, and because I've O-ringed it I don't need to put any sealant on this, so it's been a bit of a faff, but it's what putting the O-rings in and using the seals has mean I can quickly change things and I don't have to wait for sealant to go off. It's been a complete faff and it's took a lot of time. However, I'm pleased I've done it. So last test, just installing Vforcereed again. Okay, summary. Finally got to the dyno and I actually did some testing. So for reference, I've put up this curve 13.7 peak. So that was the last test I did. This is on the standard reeds, 21mm Dellorto. So I then went to the dyno yesterday. First run you saw me do was this one, and as I said, I'm lacking a bit of power, and that's when I discovered I'd been using my track pump because my gauge wasn't working to check I got 30 psi in. However, I hadn't, because It was only 28 as I remember. Now I've put the right pressure in the tyres, I give it a rerun. So the rerun was this test here. And as you can see, it's got that power up. So I'll get rid of that one. Made quite a bit of difference. Moved the curve to the left, which I thought it might. There's a little bit more volume in there now. And then after that, I swapped over to the new style reeds. And as you saw, it has given a little bit more peak. It's just bumped it there. So these reeds look like they're trying to peak a little bit lower RPM than previously. And then finally I put the 21mm Dellorto on, which as you can see has restricted it. So that bigger KX80 carb is actually helping. It's been about 6 weeks since the last dyno. The temperature's changed. It is colder. There is correction within the software. It's not perfect. Ideally, you test these things on the same day. As always, if you're liking this, give us a like. If you've got any comments about what I'm doing, please let me know. I'm really enjoying the comments, getting some really good interaction, which is ideal. It's brilliant. I'm really enjoying that. So thanks for everyone that comments. I try my best to respond to everyone. And if you're new to this and you're liking it, give us a subscribe.